Okay, y'all. So I normally don't do videos about BIGO people. I kind of keep that on my IG page, but because I think BIGO is the hood. That's what I call it, the hood. And I have a series on IG that I just post random pictures of people from BIGO being weird. But anyway, I kept getting a lot of messages about this particular person yesterday. Her name is Diamond, and I think she was a part of Barbie's BIGO agency. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know that she used to be, you know, a lady of the street. She did have a pimp, and she was running away from him. I think he was abusive, and I was told that he was giving her all types of drugs. I'm not quite sure if that's true or not. I don't know. But I do know that she ended up going to jail, and she ended up going to the hospital, a mental institution hospital, I think. And in that process, I don't know how or what happened, but in that process of her being incarcerated and hospitalized, she woke up, and she's no longer prostituting. She no longer is dealing with the pimp. She says she does not do drugs at all. Um, but she woke up while being locked up, and she's now an Israelite. Um, she went from being a prostitute to an Israelite in a matter of a couple of weeks. Um, I don't know. I've seen a couple of her lives. I don't keep up with BIGO people like that because they're kind of odd. Um, but I've seen a couple of her lives. I even posted a picture one day on my IG. I think it was my old one, maybe my new one, I'm not sure. But I could tell that she had been in some type of physical altercation because her face was just like blown up. It was, you could tell like someone hit her. It may have looked like an allergic reaction to something. I don't think that's what it was. I think she was probably hit. I don't know. That's what it looked like. And it was several people's profile pictures for a long time. Y'all probably saw it. I don't know. But yeah, so but in my opinion, from seeing her past lives and listening to these current lives that you're about to listen to that were done yesterday, in my opinion, she sounds like she's coming down from psychosis. Um, I could be totally wrong, but from my experience, the things that I've seen, the things that I've read, the things that I've seen it. I've seen what psychosis is. I've seen how people act. I've seen what it does. So, and that's what I see. That's what I hear when I hear her speak. She's starting to sound a little lost, but trying to find her way, maybe. Um, and it's kind of weird because now that she's feeling like this, she's a prime candidate for carbonation. She's a prime candidate. I mean, just listen to what she says, listen to how she sounds, and tell me what you think.
Right?
So when'd you get out of the hospital?
I got out the hospital, it says, on the 4th. What's today's date? They said I got out on the 4th. I didn't get out the hospital really to the 5th. I got out the hospital yesterday. Today's the 6th.
What's today's
On
date?
my paperwork, it says I got out on the 4th. They're a motherfucking lie.
No, they just saying you
Right.
had
And
all
also
those
said I
drugs
had
on you and
acute
you didn't have no
psychosis and
drugs.
polysubstance abuse. That's a motherfucking lie itself because, like I said here, what?
What is that?
Polysubstance
What you
abuse.
just
I
said.
have no clue because I'm not of the medical terminology that they put in English words. That's why I said I'm an Israelite and I know I'm not from this country and that my family bloodline really came from out of the country. That's why I'm going to renew my citizenship and become a U.S. national because I'm not. a U.S. citizen. Talk today, we communicate. I don't even believe my native language is English. I believe that I am an Israelite from one of the 12 tribes of the people. And I still
Mm-hmm.
believe that my native language is not even English. I don't
English.
identify with those terms.
That's
She
true.
Hallucination,
sounds
That's true
just
though.
like,
psychosis.
but that's true though. But the way
Yeah.
she talk, that's what, yeah, the people that are woke, like that's
Yeah.
how they talk.
Yeah. That's why I said it's different from what
Like
we
this
we
is
know 3 or 4
nothing,
Donnie, but it's
right?
true. Everything she's saying is real.
Like I
Like
said,
this
I
And
is
just
then
don't identify
nothing.
with these kind of terms of schizophrenic and psychosis and polysubstance abuse because that's how you end up, what they say, detained and all this of that. They cannot detain me once I renounce my citizenship and become a U.S. national because I know I'm not from this land. I know where I come from originally, and I know it's from a tribe of India, one of those 12 tribes. I'm still trying to figure that out, and I'm still trying to figure myself out. But I do know this:
Right.
I know where my bloodline comes from, and I know who my true ancestors are. I only talk like this with authority and a sense of common knowledge that I believe come from the roots, from the
Mm.
seed of the ground. Common knowledge today we think comes from our brain and what we're taught in school and everything of that nature. I disagree with that. Common knowledge comes from the root of the seed in the ground for their ancestors. Like I said,
Oh,
and they use
so
me as a living
Diamond, okay,
vegetable.
so Diamond, what is this about? You saying that your ancestors are white or something,
No, I never said my ancestors
and
are
that you
white.
married
What I
George
said was
Washington, or they just making up shit in the comments?
people are not listening. People are taking my words and twisting them. This is just facts of the nature of what it is. Since I was a little girl, I've been told I was a royal bloodline from Alexander Hamilton, one of the founding fathers of the United States of America Incorporated. That's how United States Incorporated became an incorporation because they incorporated our people and they took over the land and they killed us and they used our birth certificates and our social security numbers and that's why slaves was bought. People don't understand that history was written by the essence of the winners. I know this and I wouldn't talk like this if, first of all, I didn't just wake up and know the knowledge. It's because my ancestors come through me and they give me this knowledge that I'm seeking the wisdom of. And I'm on the hunt for one of my brother Muslims. His name is Brother X or Muslim X too. Muslim unknown. X means unknown. And when the police told me who am I said I am Muslim X. They said, what does that mean? I said, well, in your terms of your terms of the alphabet, X is the letter X to you guys, but X really means unknown, Muslim unknown. I'm still trying to figure out that religion and how they even work, but I do know based off of my uncle's beliefs are he's the reason why I feel like this. Malcolm X, um, Martin Luther King and them, the I Had a Dream speech, they weren't just talking for no reason. They got killed because they were waking up and they were speaking the truth about how the government and actually they work. It's not for everybody to understand because everybody probably went to school and got degrees in this field and that field. So you guys have different beliefs and feelings because that's all you know. But I'm woke. And when I say I'm woken because my bloodline. I know
Yeah.
that if I went today and I went to the government and told them who I was related to, they probably would kill me. And I've almost been killed a couple of times this past week. That's how I know who I am. And when I got kidnapped by a hospital, but I was supposed to be arrested by Metropolitan Police Department, but instead I ended up on the back of an ambulance and they drug induced me with all these kind of drugs because they're trying to oppress me and oppress my memory again. But they cannot do that because no matter how many times I wake up, I'm still going to realize who I am and know that I
That's
come from a
but
royal bloodline.
listen, the way she talking, That's how they be thinking. The
Hey,
Israelite, the people who call themselves the Israelites, and
hey, Israelite Queen. You know, like now that you woke now, and you got your eye open. You got to understand, like you got to be ready for that to really be woke. When you woke like that,
right.
you got to be ready for it because a
I
lot of people
know.
ain't ready
and
for it.
and 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 Diamond, you have to be careful with that too, especially with trying to understand that. Like, do not drive yourself crazy trying to understand their religion.
It's
Okay,
Yeah,
not
it's
about
sort of
understanding
like
my
trying to.
religion. It's not about religion.
It's
It's about my
listen,
bloodline and where I
listen to
come
what
from.
I'm saying though. I'm saying, like, when you get into the books and you read and things like that, it's just like the Bible. It's just like trying to understand the
Listen,
Bible.
though, this I'm saying, you guys, I have not read a lick of anything. This is just coming to me naturally. I have not read up on nothing yet. I just did my research on the government and how they work. When I came home from jail, my brother and them were asking me like, "Where are you getting all this? Where are you talking like this from? Who is teaching you this?" It's not that I'm teaching, preaching, or trying to mentor anybody. I didn't just wake up and say, "Hey, let me go study this about the Muslim people and this, that,
Okay,
and the third."
so
I have
what
to learn.
happened then? Like, what happened?
It's easy. I went to jail
Mm.
and I got woke by my ancestors. I seen how they oppressed us in there. Oh, you have to read, write, or sleep. But what if I don't want to fucking read, write, or sleep, and I want to sit here and stare at your ass until you're uncomfortable? Now
So
it's a
you
problem. Now
basically
they're
saying that the way you, okay, so you're actually saying that you sat back and you watched how the guards and treated our people. Is that what you're saying?
absolutely. And I
Right.
feel
like
like how they do us is wrong. First of all, when you go to jail,
Right.
on their food package and their blocks and their labeling, it says this food is for inmate consumption only, not human consumption. What the fuck does that mean? Are we not
Hmm.
what?
humans? Are we not humans too? What's the difference between an inmate and a human,
That's messed up. You said that
right?
shit. I ain't even. That's crazy.
I ain't never even paid attention to that.
Hell
All you have
nah.
to do is Google this food is for inmate consumption only and not human consumption, and you'll see what they're talking about. It all leads back to about how even our food is
What
poison
Chicago
to our
says,
bodies.
she said she right. Let's say she right.
All I know is even about government assistance and how we seek it as minority people, it's all you supposed to, it's really just against us. Naturally, we're supposed to eat foods that come from the root and of the seed, not the seedless fruits and white cane sugar and white rice and white bread and these unknown ingredients that they're putting in all our food. People don't even know what they're putting in their body half the time because you're not reading those ingredient boxes on the back of the box. You're not reading those ingredients. You're not searching up and see what they're really feeding you, seeing how they're really poisoning your body and poisoning into your mind.